Owners and others beware. Before you issue a termination notice, you need to kind of know the rules of the locality or state law where you're going to be issuing that notice. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord War on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. Now, I ran across a couple of situations within the last couple of weeks here where one case I had a really good realtor contact of mine was like, hey, need to issue 60-day notice or whatever it is, right? Terminate this tenancy, okay? I know it's a single family home, like it's exempt from the Tenants Protection Act. And I was like, whoa, slow down a minute, because a lot of it's not as simple as it used to be before. I know I get a lot of heat from some property managers and others in real estate that was like, well, Rob, it should be simple, right? Well, the problem is they made it a lot more complicated in the last couple of years than it ever was when I ever started out. Okay, I'll tell you a war story here. When I started out practicing in 2013, the law of the land was, hey, you live there for 12 months or more, you have a month-to-month tenancy, it's a 60-day notice, okay? Matter of fact, I probably didn't do any 3-day notices to perform for nuisance or anything like that, because guess what? It was just cheaper to just do 60-day notice. Hey, you got a tenant acting a fool, 60-day notice. You got tenant talking crazy to you, 60-day notice. I'm not trying to be funny. That was real. That's kind of like how it was done in non-rent controlled or eviction controlled areas at the time, particularly where I practiced at. There was no regulations. All right, we weren't in the city of SF or Berkeley where we had very big, very stringent eviction control ordinances. That has changed like night and day. You got California Tenants Protection Act, and you have more and more municipalities passing very specific, nuanced ordinances about just cause eviction or anti-harassment ordinances and so forth. So you got to be careful. And you got to especially be careful too, and this is a video for a different topic for a different video, trust, okay? Huge kind of if you're dealing with a trustee and a trust, you also have to consider that too. Those are like gross multipliers in difficulty, and in this case, it ended up being that there wasn't a state involved. There is a trustee. There are all kinds of things that happen during the tenancy that kind of change, hey, simple, exempt from the Tenants Protection Act 60-day notice to not so simple termination of tenancy, all because of some key facts and digging in the terms of the trust and so forth. So you got to be very careful when you're doing that. In fact, you might have to consult with landlord's counsel, and you might have to consult with counsel about interpreting the trust if things are not clear. Okay, I used to do trust administrations and so forth like that, and every trust is not written the same way. Okay, and it does prove to be problematic, especially if you have tenants in possession of trust property, or more importantly, or just wrench into the matrix here, a beneficiary that is a tenant, can all complicate things. So these are very highly fact specific. You got to look at things and kind of weigh options together before you just say, I'm just going to put a 60-day notice and certify mail it and call it a day. Okay, it's just not as simple anymore. So moral of the story, you gotta tread lightly here. There's so many things that could go wrong. It's not even funny anymore. Okay, you don't want to end up in court finding out you did something wrong, and then your tenant or someone is trying to sue you for wrongful eviction. So, folks, I know you got questions, comments. Put them down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Thanks.